Madrid is still in the market for more players. The rebuild has begun. Welcome to the recap. Real Madrid is still in the market for more players after last season's failure. What potential transfers are getting you the most excited, Manny?
Man, I'm real excited to see, and this one has been confirmed, my boy Mastantuono. I think he's going to be,
How do you say his last name?
I believe it's Mastantuono.
Mastantono. Franco Mastantono, right?
I believe so. I'm really excited about this kid, man. Even though he's playing in, it's not a top league. He's out there in Argentina doing his thing with River Plate. That man, he's 17 and he's just dribbling through grown men. And Argentinians, they're physical players. They're not soft. They're gonna body you up. They're gonna rough you up, and he just dribbles through them all game. And he's great off the free kicks, penalties. He's cold with it. Man, he does not look 17.
Let me ask you a question real quick, Manny. Is Real Madrid turning into FC Wonder Kids, or are we just collecting hype names with no plan?
Nah, I guess as a director, you always got to plan for the future. Because you could win it all this season, but if everybody retires, you got to be ready for the future. So I think these are some good signings that they're making.
Overall, you think they're good signings. You have examples like Arda, you have examples like Endrick, who haven't completely been a regular at Real Madrid, and now you add in another 17-year-old kid. And that's where this question's coming from. It's like, you can't give these guys their proper time on the field, and now you're bringing in another kid, and it seems like Mastantono and Arda play the same position. Is that correct?
Masantono is like a center attack, somewhat like a right midfielder, right winger. I think
But
he'll
in
develop
Xavi
into a very
Alonso's
nice right wing.
Yeah, but in Xabi Alonso's system, it goes to 3 at the back and then the 5 in the middle and then what is it, 2 on the top. It seems like Arda and Masatono would be playing the same position, correct?
Yeah, but it seems like Xavi's leaning towards the 4-3-3 just based off the personnel he has.
What I tell you. What I tell you. Real Madrid is the club that tells you this is how you play and these are your players. Make it work. Overall, I think it is an exciting transfer for Real Madrid, especially if the kid turns out to be what everybody, especially in Argentina, is saying. He can be the next big thing. But then again, prior to that, you had a player from River Plate, El Diablo Echeverri, who was signed to Manchester City, and it seems like he's not getting game time at all. That switch from the La Liga de Argentina to a main league like the Spanish league or the Prem league is a big switch and a big adaptation for these guys, especially the physical aspect. Do you think this player got what it takes?
Yeah, I think his game will translate very nicely. He reminds me, people are calling him, the next Messi. Every youngster gets compared to Messi and Ronaldo, but this dude really reminds you of Di Maria and Diabala. I think his game will be very nice in La Liga. You see Anthony coming from the Prem League to La Liga, and it looks like it's just better for players that are more skilled to be in La Liga.
You get a little bit more space, and the Prem, they kind of just run. It's more of a physical league. But if he can turn out to be like Di Maria or Diabala, $50, $60 million is not much for a young potential like Franco.
Yeah, man, I'm really excited for this one. Can't even lie.
Now let's talk about another signing that's been a rumor around. Is Madrid signing Carrera for footballing reasons, or just to say that they're developing Spanish talent again?
He's a Spanish player. He played in the youth Real Madrid system, and I think he would fit. His skill set it goes really well with this team. He's pretty good defensively. You saw him going one-on-one with Lamine Yamal in the Champions League, and he's very gifted, going forward, helping the attack. So I think he does contribute to this team. It's not just that he's a Spanish player with some hype behind him.
Yeah, at the age of 22, he's a good player. Benfica is not making it easy for Real Madrid. Benfica wants that $60 million clause.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they're willing to negotiate too much on him, and I believe they're in the Club World Cup and they want to play him in there. Am I correct?
So what it is that they want, I think it's like $50 or $60 million, but you're gonna get them after we finish the Club World Cup. And it's crazy because the Club World Cup at first started like a tournament that's like, all right, it's a preseason tournament, but now that the money and the financials are there, every team wants to get as far as possible or not win it. If you win it, you get like $150 million.
Yeah, dude, this thing is paying out more than winning your league, more than winning the Champions League. So it's a tournament that needs to be taken serious. They're changing the format. Now you have the Intercontinental Cup and everything. So it's looking like the Club World Cup. It's going in a different direction. You're going to have it every 4 years. Prize money is crazy. Teams are going to try to take this serious now.
Alvaro could add something that Madrid is missing, especially on the left back. We have Mendy and we have Fran, but it seems like they're just not the caliber of player for Real Madrid. So Alvaro Carrera would be a great addition to the team, but it seems like Benfica's putting the foot down and they're like, hey, we will sell him to you. We know you want him. That's the guy you want. You're just gonna have to wait.
If I'm Florentino, I'm probably looking at my other options because there is a player that has been very dominant this season. And it would not be easy, but if anybody can get it done, it is Real Madrid. I
Who?
would try to start negotiating for my boy Nuno Mendes. He was
Good.
linked to Real Madrid back in
Yeah,
2020.
that feels like it's impossible. You're
It's
looking
gonna
at
come
Nuno
with a big
Mendes.
price tag, but I believe it'll be worth it if they do.
I think that's an understatement. He's gonna come with a huge price tag, especially after that performance he did last weekend. That price tag went above $100 million. Plus, you're in a team that doesn't need money.
Yeah, you can put him in the conversations as the best left back in the world. He can hold his own defensively against anyone. He proved it against Lamine Yamal, Mo Salah, plenty of other really good players this season. And he just helps you on the attack so much. It's like that man has three lungs. He's never tired, and he's just a crucial player for Portugal, crucial for PSG. So it will come with a huge price tag if that is the direction they go.
Now, let's go a little bit more up top in the field. Rumors has it that Madrid is still in the market for one more striker. But what serious striker would want to arrive at Madrid if you know that you'll have to be pretty much riding the bench as Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. are going to be the starting forwards?
It's looking like Xabi Alonso is going to lean towards the youngster Gonzalo, and because it doesn't seem like we can find anybody that's going to be effective on this team. Because you got Mbappe, you've got Vinicius, you have Rodrigo for now, and you're bringing in all these other attackers. So a striker is just not looking. The market's not too good right now for that.
And you have Endrick.
I think he's going to go out on loan, if I'm being honest.
I honestly think that would be the best for him. Endrick seems like a player that has the potential. He just needs that game time to become physically prepared for what it takes to be a primetime player, especially in a team like Real Madrid. And also, he doesn't have the advantage that he's not a tall player. He's physically strong. He looks bulky. He looks like a young little Mike Tyson. But for that position he plays, especially for the way that football is being played right now, you need a player that's a little bit tall that can hold the ball and use your wings like Mbappe or Vinicius to extract the speed and extract that versatile football from them too.
Yeah, from him, I see like a more skilled Lautaro Martinez in his future.
So it seems like Madrid's summer is going to be pretty hot. You got $50 million for Dean, $10 million for Trent, $52 million for Carrera, $55 million for Mastaton. How do you say it? Mastatonu? Masatoni? We're going to literally, if this guy comes out to be what he is, we're going to hear his last name so much better and we're going to be able to say it. Mastatoni. It looks like Madrid's going to do $180 million of rebuild. And Xabi Alonso coming into the team, does that put hope to Real Madrid's fans for next season?
Yeah, the future is looking bright in Real Madrid right now.
Future's looking bright. Said like a well politician, man.
Man, speaking of Dean, seeing him in that final, it sucks that he put Cristiano onside for that goal to tie it up. Or you could say that Spain wins the title if that doesn't happen. But that kid's vision and his ability to play some through balls, that kid is beyond his age right now.
I'm not the typical Barca fan that says once he joins Madrid, he sucks. Absolutely not. Real Madrid did amazing piece of business for $50 million to buy a 20-year-old kid with his height, with the way that he can play the ball out of the defense. And his defense is great, his speed's great. It's an amazing business that Madrid did. Dean is a class player. He literally is a class player. The only thing I'm going to say is Madrid's midfield is not the same as Spain's midfield. And it's going to be harder for him to be able to play the ball like that. His long passes to the wings are also exceptional. So that outlet pass to like an Mbappe or a Vinny, or what if they do end up playing three, which is going to be Vinny and Rodrigo on the wing, is always going to be an option. And that's something that by itself, it's worth $50 million. Well, hopefully you enjoy this video. If you do, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Send this video to anybody, anybody that loves football like Manny and I do. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. See you here next video. Boom.